Welcome to day 16 of the DAX challenge. Today we are answering which employee has the highest average sales per order. Okay. So to get the answer, we'll be using many DAX functions into one place, and that's the reason this is known as challenge. Okay. So find out the name of the person having the highest average sales per order. Okay, let's begin. So this function will be divided into four major parts. Okay. The first part, as usual, first will be creating a new measure over here. Okay, and in this new measure we'll give the name of this particular uh, field, top employee average, top employee by average order equals to, and then we will be creating a table with each employee and their average order value, a virtual table we are going to create. Okay, the virtual table name is equal to variable t. We will be using add column function. We'll be using values. Okay, we have used this many times. Here we want the option as employee ID, comma, and now this line, what it does is it gives us a list of all the employee IDs, one row per employee. Okay, and after that, what we want is we want a new column named as average order value. Okay, this is a column, and in this column we would require a function. Okay, so the function would be average x. Okay, average x, and I'll write down in the new line. So average x would be, let's say, first we'll filter the data. Okay, the filter the table, that is which table? Orders table, and we want to filter the employee ID. Okay, so we'll mention here as orders employee ID equals to employees employee ID. Okay, so we are trying to first filter this, and then we also need total sales. Now this total sales was created a measure which is multiplication of unit price and the quantity. Okay, remember that thing. So this is one thing which we got the output here. And also we forgot to close a bracket. We'll close a bracket over here. This will give us the, for each employee, we will filter the orders they have handled. And then now we'll be calculating the average order value using the total sales measure. So that's a explanation for this particular example here. Now, the next would be step 2. Step 2 would be find the maximum average order value from that table. Okay, find out the maximum average order value from that table. So we'll use variable as max avg, which is average, equals to, and the function we are using many times as max of t, which is virtual table, and the average order value. What we are trying to do is we are now grabbing the highest average value from the entire list. Okay. Now, the step 3, we are coming to the step 3. We will be filtering the table to find the employee with that top average, just the employee ID. Okay, we want to find out here. We'll create a variable named as top ID. It will be top ID equals to max would be the function. We'll be using the filter function over here. T average order value equals to max average. Okay, max average, because we want to find out with the maximum value here. And along with that, we also want the option as employee. Okay, we want to find out the employee ID of that person as an output. Okay, so from the top row, we will be extracting the employee ID. Okay, that's a explanation here. Now, the next and the last step would be, the step number 4 would be, we will be returning the employee name. See, we got the employee ID, correct? Now we want the employee name. We'll use a lookup value. So to get the output, we use a function named as return. This will tell us the lookup value. Okay, lookup value, which is the full name. We want the full name with the reference of employee ID and using the top ID which you have created. Now understand, the top ID is this one which we got. Employee ID is matching with the employees table. With the help of that, we want the full name as an output. Okay. Now this is the final step that will convert the ID into employee's full name. Okay. So once you enter, we will be getting a measure on the right hand side. We will just drag and drop. Okay. When you drag and drop, this gives us the answer as Tim Cook. What is Tim Cook over here? Tim Cook is the top employee by average order. So it says, the question it answers, which employee has the highest average sale per order. So that is Tim Cook. Okay. So I hope you've understood about this particular challenge. Now in the next example, we'll talk about challenge 17. Challenge 17 will be having which employee takes the most time to ship orders. Okay. Find out the name of the person or the employee which take maximum time for shipping orders on average. So I'll see you in the next video.